Hey guys, it's Tanya. I am going to try to do a quick curriculum review on Moving Beyond the Page. That is the curriculum that we are using this year as our core curriculum. And let me just say that I absolutely love this curriculum. This is my favorite. This will probably be what we use for the duration of our homeschooling. I'm hoping that they have something for high school by the time we get to high school if we continue to homeschool throughout their school year. But this is by far my favorite curriculum. We used it in the past with my fifth grader when she was in the first grade. Um, but at that time, I was very new to homeschooling. Moving Beyond the Page was so different from Rebecca. I mean, they are polar opposites. I was scared and nervous that was she learning everything she needed to learn. So I switched back to Rebecca for second grade. But let me just say that first grade year was one of the best homeschooling years that we had. And so last year was a tough year for us in homeschooling. And so I really had to take the time to meditate and pray and just say, Lord, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? And through that meditation and prayer, he placed Moving Beyond the Page back on my heart. And so just went right back to it. And this year has been awesome. Love it. My kids love it. I love it. It is just very fulfilling for my family. So I just want to do a quick review and let you guys know about it. So let me just kind of start with the cons with Moving Beyond the Page. The number one con is that this program is expensive. It is expensive to purchase the entire curriculum for the year, to basically get every single thing you need shipped to your door for a full school year. So it is expensive. However, they do offer payment plans. They now offer an online version of it that's a little bit cheaper. You can break it up so you can buy the first 6 weeks, because basically it comes in units, in concepts, so you can purchase them as you go. You can also purchase just the partial part of the curriculum, because it's a literature-based curriculum. So basically, it's a lot of reading. And when you buy the entire curriculum, they ship you everything you need, all the books you're going to use for the year. And so you could not purchase all of that and just go to the library and rent the books. So there are ways around the expense. So I don't want that to scare you off, but that is a con. The second con is that it is a language and science-based program. So it is not a full subject curriculum, meaning you still have to find a math subject. If you're teaching a younger student who's learning how to read, you're going to have to find some type of phonics type program. So with it already being so expensive, it kind of sucks that you still have to buy those type of things. They do on their website have a Right Start Math, which they sell. I did buy that. I did like it, but it it just required a lot of work, and so I didn't buy that again. Um, he's crawling. Guys, see him. And as far as a reading curriculum, they also offer ABC Darien, which I did purchase, which I love. Oh, I cannot wait to do my review on that. And they also offer Life of Fred, which is another type of math program. So you'll have to get your math, you'll have to get some type of phonics-based program. So that's a con. The other con is that it does take a lot of planning. So because it is hands-on. I mean, this is a hands-on curriculum. This is not a sit at your desk, take out your workbook, I'm going to teach you, I'm going to do the work. This is a get in there, hands-on. How does this apply to life? How can we use this today? This is what we're going to do today. So it does take a lot of planning, but it's fun. So it doesn't necessarily feel like work. It's a different type of planning, if that makes sense. The other, maybe a con, maybe a pro, is that it is not religious based at all. So that could be a con for some. However, that could be a pro because you can kind of incorporate your own religion. And that's why I like it, because I can incorporate religion where I want to, which is the reason why I homeschool. I like to teach values and morals in my children that I feel are important to us. So I like that. So that leads us into the pros with this curriculum. Another con, maybe pro for some, is that they follow the core skills that public schools have to have. So that might be a con for some, but to me, that's a pro. That's letting me know that my kids are getting what they need to get, but without the public school way of getting it, because it is nothing like public school learning. So, but they do follow that. So that's a pro, that they stay up to speed with that, and they are constantly restructuring their program to make sure that your kids are getting those core standards. Um, the other pro is that it is hands-on. If your kids like hands-on learning, this curriculum is all about hands-on. Another pro is that it's literature-based. So there's a lot of reading. If your children love books and love to read, then this is the curriculum for them, because it is literature-based. Um, the other thing I like is that there are final projects at the ends of every unit. So kids get to do this final project. They get to see all they've learned and just kind of incorporate it. So I love that. One of the biggest pros is that it is not age-based, or I'm sorry, not grade-based. So it's not first, second, third, fourth based. It is age-based. So basically, they have 5 to 7, 6 to 8, 7 to 9, 8 to 10, blah, blah, and so forth, so on. The reason for this is that they understand that not all children learn the same. Just because you're in first grade doesn't mean that you're like the next first grader. And so if you have a 7-year-old who likes to take their time learning and really grasp concepts, then they can do this 5 to 7 program. If you have a 5-year-old that is like, come on, give me more, give me more, give me more, and they learn it quick and want to keep it going, they too can do this 5 to 7 program. So great for people who have multiple children. And the way that works is that they have, in the books, they will have a worksheet for just a regular worksheet, and then they'll have an advanced version of that worksheet. So a little bit harder, same concept, but one is going to be kind of, the basic, the other one's going to be more advanced. So I am using the 5 to 7 curriculum with my second grader and my first grader. They're both 7, but my boy, 7-year-old, likes to take his time learning. So he's in first grade, and then my girl, 7-year-old, is in second grade. But they both can do this curriculum. She does the advanced worksheet, he does the other worksheet. So they're both learning, but they both are being challenged. So I love that about it. Love it. Probably my number one pro as well. So this is what it looks like. So this is the 7 to 9 one. So this is the science book. And so basically you get this book. In this book is the parent's manual as well as the worksheets for the kids. So I'll show you one of the worksheets. This one is science. This one is the land. So here's one of the, using a map key. So that's what it looks like. And that's option, well, here's one. Map scale. So this is option 1, and then they give you an option 2 of it, which is the more advanced option. And so that's how it works. And so it starts out, it gives you, the parent, the lesson for the day, breaks it down, tells you how many days it should take, all the materials you're going to need, the directions. Can you all see that? Materials. It tells you the skills that they're learning from doing this particular lesson, And then after that is the worksheets for the kids. And so that's how it looks. And they also have an online version of this if you didn't want the actual books. I purchased the entire curriculum. I had them send me everything I needed. It just makes my life easier. Um, and so I have all the reading books I need, and I got the hardback books. My kids prefer to have these tangible books. And for my fifth grader, it's cool because she can go back and look at what she was doing in first grade and see how she was coloring and drawing pictures. So it's kind of like notebooking and journaling. And so I like that about it. Now, my now 5 and 7-year-old, we're doing the online version, and I just print the papers and we keep them in a binder. So same thing. Um, so same concept. So basically, the way it works is that this is science, and this is concept. What is this? This is concept 1, unit 2. So the first concept for science was weather, and so we learned all about the weather, what causes the weather, what happens when the moon is this way, the sun is this way, so forth and so on. And then she had a final project where she was a meteorologist and she had to collect data for the weather and then present the weather as a meteorologist. She did that for 3 days, so it was a 3-day project. Loved it. And I'm now talking about my older child. That was her final project. And so the next concept, or the next unit in that concept, is the land, because each concept has 3 units, if that makes sense. So each concept comes with 3 different units, and after each unit you do a final project, and then you move on to concept number 2. So there's 4 concepts, and each concept has 3 units in it. So for example, so this is what it looked like before. You would get the child's workbook and then you would get the teacher's manual, but now they have it together. So language arts, concept 1, unit 2, she's going to be reading Sarah, Plain and Tall. And so for the unit 1, we did Tornado, which was about a boy and his dog in a tornado. And they incorporated that book into weather. So all of it was incorporated, kind of like unit studies, very similar to unit studies. And so that's how it works. They tie everything in that you're reading into how it applies to real life. And so my kids like that. They like to be able to see, how does this apply to real life? And the thing I love is that you can, for example, my 5 to 7-year-old, we were learning about habitats. You're able to go to the aquarium. You're able to go to the zoo. We went to Atlanta and went to the Science Museum and did the dinosaurs. And so they were able to learn about different habitats. And so you can incorporate field trips into this very easily. They do it very easily for you. And so that's another thing I love about it, very hands-on. So anyway, that's Moving Beyond the Page. I hope that helps. I'm trying to keep this short. If I did not answer your question, and you have specific questions about this curriculum, please ask them and I will respond to you. But visit their website to read more about them. And I hope this helps you guys. I really, really like this curriculum. By far my absolute favorite curriculum of all times. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them and I will talk to you soon.